All right, YouTube. So I'm back doing another review. Didn't really want to, but it seemed I really didn't feel like I did a thorough enough a job of my elephant wallet review. And I had referenced the Trove, which I actually have been using as my daily for, oh gosh, at least a year, maybe more now. I did have a similar experience previously with the Ridge wallet, but I've decided that I'm going to stick with elastic wallets because they're smoother and they feel better in the pocket. I wear somewhat tight fitting jeans, at least in the thigh. And so I don't like the hard edges of the Ridge wallet. So any of those metal wallets, those tactical wallets, hey, that's all good if it's going in a backpack. But if it's going into my jeans, that's not going to work. So I've decided to go elastic. Now I want to talk about, I'll start with my issues with the elephant wallet, then I'll show you how the Ridge wallet avoids those, okay? The first thing here is, let's start with my stack of cards here, okay? So I want to conceal my numbers because I don't trust any of you. So if I have my stack of cards here and I put my cards into this wallet, so it is a little tricky to get them in because of the nature of how it is. There's no bottom, so you kind of have to kind of work yourself around. Okay, so this is the number of cards that I carry in a daily. I do have more. You notice if you look there, what you'll see, let me see if I can angle up to the lens there. You see that gap? Now that's not the way you're supposed to use it. This is amateur stuff. What you're supposed to do, based off of everything I've seen on their site, is you're supposed to have your cards split at the seam. So what you get is something that looks, there it goes, like that. Now you see that huge area in the center? That area there, that's supposed to be where your money goes. But problem is, if you don't have, and this is what I refer it to in my little quick review, if I have a stack of bills and I pop it in that slot, okay, it's not in there. Like that's gonna fall out. I pull those cards up across and it falls right out. That's not a good thing. So you'd say, well, can you put it someplace else? Well, yeah. I mean, I could try to stick it here right next to the bills. That works a little bit. Okay, so that's a better option than the other. But then you have that big gap in the middle for no reason. Also, it's squishy. So you have extra room that you don't need. So I don't get the seam. Now, the pockets are nice. They're fairly discreet. I don't like the seam down the middle, but I can live with it. But the pockets are nice. You've got little pockets. I could put an SD card in there. I could put an extra SIM. If for some reason I were traveling through different countries and I need to switch out my SIM, not that I'm an international traveler, I'm lazy, and I don't have any money. So it's nice. It's a nice option, but this seam really ruins it, and I'm not even lined up right there in that seam on that side. I just noticed. See, it's just, I don't know. So those things concern me quite a bit. I do like that it's one material. It's all elastic. Therefore, I think it looks clean. But there are some issues with that kind of thing. So that's my concern. That huge gap in the middle and no dedicated slot for my money. Again, if even if it didn't have a dedicated slot for money, but didn't have this gap in the center, I think I could roll with it. I mean, I think I could definitely roll with it. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is try to see if I can undo that seam a little bit. Actually, no, it's going to make it too loose. So yeah, it's pretty much a wash for me. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, then I'm going to bring out the Ridge wallet. All right, so I said Ridge wallet, but I'm dumb. I meant to say the Trove. So this is the Trove. I don't know if I called it Ridge several times or not. I probably did. So this is my stuff in my Trove wallet. You see everything's in nicely. It does have a bottom here. The cards go in. They're nice and neat. There's no wasted space between. And then the amount of extra plus space on the opposite side is where you have my bills. So here I have my Rocky Mountain chocolate card. Don't judge me. I like caramel apples. And this is where I keep my money on this side. So that's pretty much the only two things I have in here. I don't, as a general rule, keep business cards. I think there's another card in here. I don't even know what this is. What is this? No, I don't need that anymore. So there's that. Now, one of the things I said in my first video is that I said like the paint of the coating on the leather in the Trove wallet is sketch. This is what I'm talking about. You see these corners here? That kind of gets knocked up over time as you use it. And so for the amount of money that you have to pay for the Trove, I don't really like that. I almost wish they would use maybe a less luxurious leather and something that's a little more rugged. I would appreciate that more. There's a couple of Looks like bootleg versions on Amazon that do that. But even here, over here in the corner, see, it kind of wears away. I'm not a big fan of that. So while I love the functionality of it and the look, I'm not pleased with the durability of the leather itself. Otherwise, the way this wallet works, it's pretty simple. You put your cards all out like this, off to the side. You've got an open area there, okay, and it's just cards go slide in there. That's pretty much it. It's fairly simple. There is a potential, because they are using leather in this piece here, for this to get stretched out, so that at some point, if you use a lot of cards and then use less cards, it wouldn't be as tight. But I mean, I haven't experienced that. I've actually decreased the number of cards that I've used over time, and I haven't had any issues with things fall out. Things never fall out of this Trove, ever. They just don't. I drop it, things don't spill out. When I had the Ridge wallet, I would drop it, and it would be like a river of cards just spilling out everywhere. So I had to retire that. But the Trove, I've been very pleased with. If I had my Nomadic Basic wallet, and I think I'm just going to get another one, I can do a review on that. But you notice that this is very space efficient. If I don't have bills, then the elastic takes this back down. So in fact, let's take these bills out. You notice that does go back down. So yeah, you've got a little gap in there, okay? But I mean, I squeezed it back down right now, and you can see that's it's hard to not line it up. That's fairly flush. There's very little wasted space. So that's one of the things I really like about the Trove. So there's a bootleg version I think I referred to earlier on Amazon. I might try to pick it up. It's got a pull tab. I might just cut that out and see how it works, because I really like the functionality of this. So there is my full review of the Elephant wallet versus the Trove. I would say if you're trying to decide between the two, everyone's different. Design flaws, nice ideas, but that seam really does it in. I don't know what they were thinking, because not everyone carries cash. Some people just don't carry cash as a rule. I usually carry a little bit. What's nice about this is that even if I carry a big fat wad of cash, it'll stretch. I can fit it in there. I mean, it makes it a little beefier, but I can do it. So there you go.